1. The U.S. government's space nuclear explosion. On July 8, 1962, during Operation Starfish Prime, the U.S. detonated a 1.45 megaton nuclear weapon at an altitude of approximately 400 kilometers above Johnston Island in the Pacific Ocean. This test was part of a series of high-altitude nuclear experiments conducted by the United States during the Cold War. The explosion created artificial auroras visible across the Pacific, including Hawaii and New Zealand. It also disrupted electrical systems on Earth, knocking out streetlights and telephone networks in Hawaii. 2. The FBI's Bigfoot File. In 1976, a man named Peter Burns sent a hair sample to the FBI, claiming it belonged to Sasquatch, Bigfoot. Although the FBI identified the sample as deer hair, they opened a case file labeled TFOR, Technical Operations and Research, to investigate further. For over 2 decades, the FBI collected reports and analyzed evidence related to Bigfoot sightings, though no conclusive proof was ever found. The declassified files are now available for public review. 3. McDonald's Hamburger University. Established in 1961, McDonald's Hamburger University has graduated over 880,000 individuals worldwide. Located in Oak Brook, Illinois, this institution offers comprehensive training programs for franchise owners and managers. Courses cover topics such as supply chain logistics, restaurant operations, leadership development, and customer service. Admission is highly competitive, with only about 1% of applicants accepted annually. 4. Missing nuclear weapons. Over the years, several nuclear weapons have been lost due to accidents involving aircraft crashes, shipwrecks, or other mishaps. One notable incident occurred in 1958 when a hydrogen bomb was jettisoned into the waters off Tybee Island near Savannah, Georgia, after a mid-air collision between 2 U.S. Air Force planes. Despite extensive searches, the weapon remains unrecovered to this day. Such incidents highlight the risks associated with nuclear arsenals. 5. CIA's MK-Ultra program. During the early years of the Cold War, the CIA launched Project MK-Ultra, a covert mind control research program aimed at developing techniques for psychological manipulation. Experiments involved administering drugs like LSD to unwitting subjects, including psychiatric patients, prisoners, and members of the general public. Many participants suffered severe trauma as a result, yet none received compensation or apologies when the program was eventually shut down in the 1970s. 6. Fungal mind control. Certain species of parasitic fungi, such as Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, infect insects and manipulate their behavior. Once inside the host, the fungus grows through its body, controlling its movements until it reaches an ideal location for spore dispersal. The infected insect then dies, allowing the fungus to emerge from its corpse and spread further. This phenomenon demonstrates nature's ability to evolve complex biological mechanisms for survival. 7. Blaming women for earthquakes. In 2010, Iranian cleric Hojatolzlam Kazem Sedeki sparked controversy by asserting that women's immodest clothing caused earthquakes. His comments led to widespread criticism and inspired the Boobquake protest organized by college student Jessica Alquist. Participants dressed provocatively to challenge the cleric's claims, highlighting the absurdity of blaming natural disasters on personal attire rather than tectonic activity. 8. The Black Death today. Though widely regarded as a historical plague, the bubonic plague, Yersinia pestis, still exists today, primarily affecting rodents and fleas in certain regions. Modern medicine allows for effective treatment using antibiotics, preventing widespread outbreaks similar to those seen in medieval times. However, isolated cases continue to occur globally, emphasizing the importance of disease surveillance and public health measures. 9. NASA's lost moon landing tapes. In 2006, NASA admitted that the original tapes recording the Apollo 11 moon landing had been accidentally erased and reused during routine data storage procedures. While the physical tapes no longer exist, restored versions of the footage were later produced using advanced technology. This incident underscores the challenges of preserving historical records in an era before digital archiving became standard practice. 10. The FBI's ABSCAM operation. Between 1978 and 1980, the FBI executed Operation ABSCAM, a sting operation targeting corrupt politicians and criminals. Agents posed as representatives of a fictitious Arab sheikh seeking investment opportunities in the United States. The operation exposed bribery schemes involving one senator, 6 congressmen, and numerous local officials, leading to significant reforms in campaign finance laws and ethical standards within government. 11. Samsung's humble beginnings. Founded in 1938 by Lee Byung-chul, Samsung originally operated as a grocery trading company specializing in dried fish, vegetables, and noodles. Over time, the conglomerate diversified into industries ranging from textiles to electronics. Its transition into tech began in 1969 with the establishment of Samsung Electronics Company, Limited, which initially focused on home appliances before expanding into semiconductors, mobile devices, and other cutting-edge technologies. 12. Walking around the world. On average, humans take approximately 7,500 steps per day. Assuming consistent daily activity over an 80-year lifespan, this equates to roughly 216 million steps, or enough distance to circle the Earth 5 times along the equator. While individual mileage may vary based on age, health, and lifestyle factors, these calculations illustrate the remarkable cumulative impact of seemingly mundane activities like walking. 13. Astronaut heart changes in space. Prolonged exposure to microgravity affects cardiovascular function, causing astronauts' hearts to shrink and become more spherical. Without gravity pulling blood downward, the heart works less strenuously, resulting in muscle atrophy over time. Studies conducted aboard the International Space Station revealed that cardiac tissue adapts rapidly to space conditions, underscoring the need for countermeasures to maintain astronaut health during long-duration missions. 14. Cost of printing currency. Producing U.S. paper currency involves specialized materials and security features designed to prevent counterfeiting. A single dollar bill costs approximately 5.6 cents to manufacture, while larger denominations like the $100 bill incur higher expenses due to enhanced anti-fraud measures. Made from cotton linen blends instead of traditional wood pulp paper, these notes boast durability and longevity despite frequent handling. 15. Honey's eternal shelf life. Archaeological discoveries confirm that honey can remain edible for thousands of years thanks to its unique chemical properties. With low moisture content and acidic pH levels, honey creates an inhospitable environment for bacteria and microorganisms. Ancient Egyptian tombs contained well-preserved jars of honey dating back millennia, proving its exceptional preservation capabilities. 16. Why we dislike our recorded voice. When speaking, sound waves travel not only through air but also via bone conduction, adding lower frequencies to our perceived vocal tone. Recordings capture only airborne vibrations, omitting the richer bass notes we hear internally. Consequently, our recorded voice often sounds higher-pitched and thinner than expected, explaining why many people dislike hearing themselves speak on playback. 17. Ties restricting blood flow. Tight neck ties can reduce cerebral blood flow by up to 7 to 12%, according to research published in the journal Neurology. Compression around the carotid arteries impedes oxygen delivery to the brain, potentially causing dizziness, headaches, or cognitive impairment. Loosening ties periodically helps alleviate pressure and restore normal circulation. 18. Breaking your back from sneezing. For individuals with weakened vertebrae due to conditions like osteoporosis or spinal abnormalities, violent sneezes may exert sufficient force to cause fractures. Muscle contractions during a sneeze generate pressures exceeding 100 psi, placing strain on vulnerable areas of the spine. While rare, such injuries underscore the importance of maintaining bone density and adopting protective postures during reflexive actions. 19. Point Nemo, farthest point from land. Known as the oceanic pole of inaccessibility, Point Nemo lies in the South Pacific Ocean, approximately 2,688 kilometers away from any landmass. Located deeper below sea level than the height of the International Space Station above Earth's surface, this remote region serves as a spacecraft cemetery where decommissioned satellites and rockets are deliberately crashed to minimize debris hazards. 20. The lonely 52 Hz whale. Since the late 1980s, scientists have tracked a mysterious whale emitting vocalizations at 52 Hz, a frequency significantly higher than typical blue or fin whale calls. Despite repeated attempts, no other whales appear to respond to its signals, earning it the nickname the loneliest whale. Researchers speculate that the creature might represent a hybrid species or suffer from anatomical anomalies affecting its communication abilities. 21. Earth's rotational speed variability. Geological evidence indicates that Earth's rotation has gradually slowed over billions of years due to tidal forces exerted by the Moon and Sunday. However, recent observations suggest that the planet's spin rate fluctuates unpredictably, with some years experiencing faster rotations than others. In 2020, Earth set records for shortest days measured since atomic clocks were introduced, prompting discussions about introducing negative leap seconds to synchronize global timekeeping systems. 22. Phagocytosis, brain cleanup mechanism. Through a process called phagocytosis, immune cells known as microglia patrol the central nervous system, engulfing dead neurons, protein aggregates, and other waste products. This self-cleaning mechanism prevents neuroinflammation and maintains optimal brain function. Dysregulation of phagocytic activity has been linked to neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. 23. Time perception across species. Animal brains process sensory information at varying speeds, influencing their perception of time. For instance, birds and small mammals exhibit faster neural processing rates compared to humans, enabling them to perceive rapid movements more clearly. Conversely, larger animals with slower metabolisms tend to experience time passing more slowly, reflecting evolutionary adaptations suited to specific ecological niches. 24. Medieval toothache remedies. Historical texts document peculiar treatments for dental pain during the Middle Ages, including kissing donkeys or applying leeches to affected areas. These remedies stemmed from superstitions regarding animal vitality and bodily humors, predating modern dentistry's reliance on anesthesia and root canal therapy. While ineffective by contemporary standards, such practices offer insight into pre-scientific medical beliefs. 25. Chainsaws in childbirth. Originally developed in the 18th century by Scottish physicians John Aitken and James Jeff Ray, the prototype chainsaw served as a surgical tool for performing symphysiotomies, procedures involving cutting through pelvic cartilage to facilitate difficult deliveries. Although crude by today's standards, this innovation marked an important step forward in obstetrics before safer alternatives emerged. Decades later, mechanized chainsaws revolutionized forestry work, transforming their initial purpose entirely.
Your subscription means the world to me. Don't miss out on any new content. Subscribe now and be part of this incredible family.